Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So we just got the calendar for the month of July, the upcoming phase 2, and we have a lot to go through. We have the new raid up heroes which are coming, and then we also have the new Hypogean hero which is going to be arriving, which we're going to do speculation of, and then all of the other different events. So let's go ahead and begin with Peggy. Peggy is going to be arriving on 2nd of July, which is like 2 weeks from right now. And we do know her from the story battles that she does summon like 2 knights in the front and 1 ranged archer. That's all I can remember. So she's a summoner class. We have Aurora to power up summons. Could there be some potential of using her in the Doomscore Dreamrealm boss? Maybe. In other Dreamrealm bosses, as of right now, the summoners are not top tier anymore like they were in the previous season. So I would find it hard to believe that maybe she would have Dreamrealm usage outside of Doomscourge. When it comes to AFK stages PvP, definitely there's an angle there. Her 2 knights, I feel like would be more of like a tanky, protect the front line type. And if she has good things in her kit, like if she's a support or something, then like really, I think she could potentially be interesting for PvP or AFK stages. But we'll have to wait and see about that. Like as of right now, I'm 50-50 on whether Peggy is going to be good or bad. I think there's definitely a chance that she could be important, but I also think there's equally as big of a chance that she's just not needed and could be a skip and save. And I'm kind of hoping for the latter because, like, you can get bombarded like mid or end of the season with strong heroes on raid up, and I would like to save for that when that happens. But yeah, Peggy is the one I have my eyes on out of the two here, because the other one which is coming is Orion. He was, of course, in the story content if you guys follow along with that. And July 17th is when he's going to be coming, 2 weeks after Peggy. Now, he is a warrior, a Lightbearer warrior. And as of right now, the closest Lightbearer warrior we have is Sonya, right? And I don't know, it will really come down to Orion, like what is he actually doing? Like if he can buff up the team like Sonya does, I can see some angle. But if he's just, a hero on his own, kind of like Valen, I'm really, unfortunately, I'm not very optimistic about Orion's actual meta usage. Obviously, this is just speculation based on the fact that he's a Lightbearer warrior. But like, given how Lightbearer warriors or that type of hero have been, it's just not really too interesting or exciting to me personally. Supports usually do much better in this game, and especially when you look at the regular faction heroes. The regular faction heroes for both Dreamrealm and PvP, it's the supports who really steal a show. Solis was the most recent example, which has been so dominant across, Dreamrealm and PvP and even AFK stages. And Valara was a previous season example, or a few seasons ago example, where she was so good for PvE content specifically. Supports, really, I do have my eye on them, and I'm pretty sure Peggy is a support. I remember it was shown in the story value. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I am pretty sure she is a support. Okay, so those are these two heroes coming up. Both Lightbearers, I believe, and potentially support and warrior. And I'm more looking forward to Peggy, less looking forward to Orion. But of course, we will have to wait for their skills because we have no actual detailed information now about exactly how their kit is going to be functioning. Okay, we're gonna have Bonnie Damon coming back, although I don't think there's a major priorities for anyone. And then we have the Hypogean hero, Chaotic Frolic, and this is gonna be the character. Very interesting character design. Now, there is some sort of enhanced image that was shared in a Discord, and I'm gonna show that on the screen so you guys can see that as well while we talk about it. But she gives me the vibe of like those, those voodoo doctors, voodoo magic type stuff. Just with her, like the mask almost thing that she's wearing. Like the mask has like 6 eyes and so many. She's so colorful. Like that's really. It feels like it's some sort of distracting mask. Like you're gonna try to hypnotize the enemy or do something like that. But anyway, now when we talk about Hypogean Celestial heroes, the developers have followed a very strict release schedule, where each class is repeated the same number of times. And the only 2 classes which are left for Hypogean to be repeated for the second time are Warrior and Marksman. So that is why I'm almost 95% sure that this next hero we're going to be getting is going to be either a Warrior or is going to be a Marksman for Hypogean, because they haven't broke that basically schedule of release yet. Now the question is, which one of the two is she going to be? And the problem is they don't show us if she has like a bow, if she has any sort of a spear. We don't see anything. Or if she has a sword. We don't know what she has. And so this is the reason we can't really, it's really difficult for me to speculate on what this character actually is. We don't know how tall the character is. Is it just some small, shortish character like Kulu? Kulu is like kind of, seems small to me. Then it would be maybe range marksman, or is it like a big, tall hero like Harak, who's a warrior? So I don't know what to really expect here. I'm leaning towards marksman. I'm just getting some sort of vibes that this is going to be some sort of like dart shooting, spear throwing, bow shooting type character. I feel like that fits more with this magic voodoo doctor type design or whatever it is compared to an actual warrior. But obviously this is just pure speculation. You guys can let me know your thoughts down below. But yeah, we are looking forward to this. Now, the thing is, when we look at the two classes, the Hypogean marksman like Kulu and a Hypogean warrior like Harak, because this is all we have to go off of as of right now. The marksman was more PvP AFK stages oriented. So if this is going to be a Hypogean marksman, I would say probably it's more likely that it is going to fill that same role, AFK stages PvP kind of utility hero. If it is in the warrior class, then there's a potential for a Dream Realm angle. Now, the reason why I feel like I'm a little bit unsure where there's going to be a warrior is also the fact that we've already had some recent Dream Realm heroes contesting Gunner, and we're going to have King Roland coming up as a third Celestial Hypogean of this season. So I just have a feeling probably this is going to, like, King Roland's going to be probably the PvE must-have of the season. So I have a feeling that this hero is going to be more of the, like a PvP AFK stage hero, which might be a marksman. I don't know. Again, all speculation, you guys, but it's interesting to speculate because that's all we have to go off of right now. Now, Pioneer server should be coming maybe in a week or 10 days. And then we will be having probably a first look at this character and the skills. So you'll just have to wait and be patient for that because we have no other information right now. Okay, then we have some miscellaneous events. Sun-Kissed Anthem for some minor rewards. Solstice Clash is going to be probably the big event of the next phase. Phase 2, and it is going to award you some Slumber Essence. This is what the developer said. Basically, there are going to be 3 ways of earning Slumber Essence. One is Supreme League if you qualify. One is Ravage Rum, one is Titan Reaver. These are going to be the main ways of earning Slumber Essence, but then along the way, you're going to have them sprinkled through various phase-specific events. The big event of that phase, and that's going to be Solstice Clash, which sounds to me like, the Frostfire Showdown we had, or Wand Wars. It's probably going to be one of the two, either live PvP or like that type of thing, but probably some basically just an event to clear out the rewards and get some stuff from the shop. That's what it's going to be sounding like, but this is probably going to be PvP oriented, but like it could be PvP versus a bot, right? Like Frostfire Showdown, you can call it PvP, but it's actually PvE, but it's in the form of PvP because you're fighting a bot, right? So it's probably gonna be something like that. Okay, then we have 7-day login, and Celise is here. That's nice for Paragon upgrade priority. Primal Lord Mirror Wraith is coming. I do like the Primal Lord designs this season. I thought they were really interesting. Then we have the Heroic Gauntlet as well, of course, that continues throughout, different weeks of every season. Stellar Ascent, of course, and then we're gonna have the guild mode guild duel. So we've been waiting for this, and thankfully it is going to give Twilight Essence and guild medals. The problem was after we got our merge, like this new season, we merged into a massive guild. Now, number one problem with that was all of our guild medal rewards have reduced. Even the really competitive guilds, like my guild, for example, is on the really high competitive side. We've all reduced our guild medal rewards by up to 400 to 600 guild medals every week from the chest distribution, just because there's so many members now. And also, on top of that, we didn't have guild supremacy, which missed out on a lot of guild medals, a lot of Twilight Essences rewards, and some invite letters. So really what we need to happen is Guild Duel needs to be giving out some massive rewards to compensate for the fact that we've missed guild supremacy, because guild supremacy is being basically scrapped. Guild Duel will have to basically double the rewards of a Guild Supremacy, because we're not going to have Guild Supremacy anymore for Phase 1 or Phase 2, so Guild Duel should double the... That's what I'm hoping, and that would be the fairness to actually get the same income, or hopefully it's even more than that. But yeah, Guild Duel, I'm definitely looking forward to what it's going to be entailing, and then also, more importantly, the rewards you can get from it. Okay, Relentless Rumble, you guys know about that. Titan Reaver coming up, and there's a Titan Reaver coming up in this phase as well, by the way, guys. VN server already have it active. We're going to be getting Titan Reaver in a few days for us in global, but also phase 2. At the end of every phase, basically, there's going to be a Titan Reaver, and you can get up to 15 Slumber Essence, by the way. And it won't be ranking related. It will be related on if you got enough damage score on each of the individual bosses. Okay, and then we have Clashfronts. Clashfronts for phase 2. Unfortunately, we didn't have Clashfronts in phase 1, but we're having it in phase 2. There are no Slumber Essence as rewards. This is what one person pointed out. And yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to be getting Slumber Essence from Clashfronts. Unfortunately, it's just going to be from the other events we mentioned earlier, and then also these miscellaneous events which happen once per phase. But interestingly, I don't know if this is intended or not. Supreme League has not been mentioned on this calendar. For the calendar for the previous month of June, which is phase 1, they did mention Supreme League on the calendar. There's no mention of Supreme League here. So I don't know if that means that, you know, they're just not going to mention it anymore because it's just going to continue throughout the whole season, like Supreme Arena. Like, obviously, they don't mention Supreme Arena. Or does it mean that Supreme League is going to be shut for this phase? I don't know what it means, and we're just going to have to wait and see about that. Actually, we should have more information first from the VN server because they're going to be completing their first round of Supreme League soon, and then hopefully they'll be either going into the next round or some update, some announcement will be made regarding Supreme League, but yeah, so we'll have to stay tuned for that. But anyway, guys, that's basically it for this calendar breakdown and review. Let me know what you thought about all of this, if there's anything I missed, and what also are you the most excited for? Yeah, I mean, this is always exciting news when we have a new calendar. It gives us things to be looking forward to. I'm most looking forward to the skills of Peggy and this new Hypogean. Those are the two ones I have my eyes on. I want to see how important, how meta these heroes actually are, and also I want to know what rewards we're going to get from Guild Duel. Hopefully, they're double the rewards of an individual guild supremacy boss, double or more, to make up for the fact that we have lost out quite a lot on rewards due to not having them. And yeah, that's basically what I'm looking forward to. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That's gonna be it for this one. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video in a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thank you guys for the support. And also right now on the Farlight store, they're running a 5% discount on all the prices on your first purchase. It's going to run until like early July. So now is a good time to pick something up if you are interested. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. And until the next one, everyone, peace out for now.